All right, this is for the current guardian angels, not so much for the new guys. Rules of observation. All right, when we're on patrol, there's a lot of what we do. It's taking observation of what's going on in our patrol area. There's so many different drug spots and hot spots in our direct area, you know, from Dixwell Avenue all the way down Norton past George Street, you know, through Edgewood Park, all the way down Chapel. I mean, it's a huge area when you think about it. The way we close in the fence, so to speak, is to get to know what's going on. Spend time observing the activity in our area, right? The initial observation is key. 2 weeks ago, you guys were on patrol on a Friday night, Ninja, Snake, and Tank, right? And you observed some drug trafficking off of Whaley Avenue. And you saw a lot of activity. Each time you came closer, they would move down another block, but they would continue to conduct their business. So you backed off, you saw a police officer, informed them what was going on, and later on that night, you observed the fact that these individuals were being searched and questioned by the police department. That means our initial observation was critical. As we continue to observe, we learn more. But the initial observation was correct. They were dealing drugs. All right? But initially, what you have to get is the cross streets, the address, what direct activity, what is occurring, you know? What is it, prostitution, street level drug sales, drive up, whatever. You have to get pertinent information so you can carry out what needs to be done immediately after. How many people are there? Because if people are coming and going, it's the drug dealers that I'm more interested in, the street level drug dealers. Most important is the physical description of these individuals. Male, Jewish American, 5'10", blue eyes, gray, black beard, and mustache. That would be me. I'm not too hard to find. Pot belly, wearing a red jacket and red beret. Bing. We pretty much got the picture, right? If I have my glasses off and I'm talking to people while I'm doing my business, glasses in hand, so they're going to possibly look for a male with glasses on. All right? Were they sunglasses? You know? Were they round? Were they, what was the noticeable characteristic of that individual? He had tattoos that extended past his knuckles. I can only see from the bottom of his wrist down. You know, that's a noticeable characteristic of an individual. He had a deep scar on the right side of his face. He had a ponytail, you know? All these noticeable characteristics. Was he thin? Was he, you know, heavy built? Was he muscular? Everything has to be put down because it's so much easier to spot an individual wearing an orange shirt, muscular, 5'8", wearing glasses that were, had the flip up sun visors on, blonde hair and a ponytail. That guy could be spotted immediately, especially in this particular neighborhood. But that's the information you need to know. Not that he's a white male, 5'10". You know? You need all those characteristics put down on paper. That's why I tell you guys, carry a notepad and a pen. All right? Immediately, report the chain of command. Because the decision has to be made. If you've been there too long, let's pull you out of there and then notify the police. I don't want them to be hot on you when you pass on the information. I want you out of there. Continue patrol, whatever. Is this a repeat observation? Is the activity getting heavier, lighter? Have they moved? Is it the same individuals? What's going on? and then call proper authorities. That's why it's key to have a liaison officer within your patrol district. If it's New Haven, if it's Hartford, if it's New York City, if it's Buffalo, we have to know that we can call somebody. A lot of times, this is what San Francisco does. They have an assigned police officer to them, and they'll call and let them know they're going to be in a Tenderloin district. Why? Because they may be conducting undercover operations. We don't want to interrupt their operations. New Haven is broken up into neighborhoods. I want to be able to call an officer and say, look, we're going to be in the Worcester Square area, any activity there on there involving police, because I don't want to interrupt your operations. All right? That's critical with your patrol process and rules of observation, because we might interrupt something that's been ongoing for a long time with the police department. I did not even know it. That's it for that part of the training. But everybody, any questions? Go ahead.
Will we be getting a liaison officer assigned?
We're currently working on that. We have a name. I'm going to call him tomorrow and see if we can set up a meeting between me, Taxi, and him, and just tell him stuff that we would like to pass on to him, and could he work with us. And we've been here 3.5 years. We'll give him the whole laydown as to how much we've done in the New Haven area, and that we want to develop a working relationship with the New Haven Police Department. That's key for any chapter to be successful, because, you know, we're doing a lot of good, but we could do a lot more with a liaison officer who can pass information on to intelligence. So that's what we're going to work on as far as this chapter is concerned. Any other questions? I saw your hand go up, Ninja.